Okay. 1 second. There we go. I'm sorry, I don't know that. Right now. Don't really want to be on camera right now. So I'm going to need help figuring out some challenges for my new Sim channel. I'm going to be starting towards maybe the beginning of April, the end of March. It just depends. So, just give me some ideas. I'm going to have to read this very fast because I'm still learning how to do this. So my picture is only going to stay on there for like 11 minutes, I think, and it takes a while to read this. So, I'm going to be doing the Disney Princess Legacy Challenge. If you have any ideas for that, tell me. I'm going to read the rules. Kind of sum up the rules. So, Generation 1 is Snow White, and she has to be female, she has to have 7 children, each child must have 1 bad trait, and each child must have the same baby daddy. Each child must complete their aspiration and or get an A in school. Snow may never answer the door to strangers or talk to elderly women. Generation 2 is Cinderella. She must have the neat and foodie trait. Must clean the house every day and cook every meal. She may not marry until the mother dies. I think I'll be breaking that rule. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't feel like it's going to work. Have a maximum of 3 children. And then Generation 3 is Tiana. She must have the ambitious trait. Father must die before end of young adulthood. I'm not sure how we do that. So, I'm not really sure about that. But she must have the food aspiration, must marry a Sim with green. So, hair, eyes, skin, etc. Generation 4 is Aurora. She must have the lazy trait, may only have 3 friends, must meet future spouse at night while parents are asleep, run away and elope, have only 2 children. So they need to have 2 girls. Is there any way you know how to make 2 girls? Definitely. Because I know in The Sims 3 you could eat watermelon and you could get girls. But I just need some help with that. So Generation 5 is Anna. We only have each other and it's just you and me. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that yet. Sorry. Lose all contact with your sister until a young adult. Find love with a criminal. Experience near death at the hands of your lover. Find someone new after becoming best friends with your sister. Marry, have 1 child. Has to be a girl. Again, Generation 6 is Rapunzel. She has to have the loner and art lover traits. Level 8 painting before she's a young adult. She may only leave the house for school and may never have friends until wedding. Elope. How does she get out and find her husband? Because I really need to know. Sorry, my throat's dry. Generation 7 is Belle. She must have the bookworm trait, date at least 5 men, meet the man of her dreams, an ugly son, marry, have kids, and then her spouse becomes beautiful. Change to creative Sim after firstborn child. Has to be a girl. Again. Generation 8 is Mulan. Could it be that if I was truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart? I love that quote, so I had to say it. So sorry. Must have active trait, must join astronaut career, fall in love with a coworker once she reaches the top of the career choice, marry and have kids. Generation 9, Jasmine. She has to have a best friend. She cannot leave the house unless it's for school. Must marry a poor street rat. Lover must be in the criminal career and have a maximum of 4 kids. Generation 10, Merida. Have self-assured trait, lose your siblings and mother in an unfortunate accident. I don't know how to do that. Seek a way to change your past but fail. You don't believe in love and you never married. Then I'll be doing the 100 baby challenge if you want me to. Because really, I'm just starting out, so I really need this just to kind of boost it up, because this is what I really want. But the objective of this is to give birth to 100 children in as few generations as possible. The challenge ends as soon as the 100th child is born, or if you fail a challenge for breaking the rules. The rules are you can move the founder to any lot she can afford with the 20,000 simoleons she starts out with. Normal lifespan, no job, she cannot marry, she may have a boyfriend, but she cannot be engaged. She cannot have any unfair mods, like the one that lets you have over 8 Sims in a household. You can't do that, but the one that gives you sparkly sunglasses, you can definitely do, because it doesn't boost give you any heads in it. So, adopted children do not count towards the 100, but you can adopt. 1 pregnancy per father, not necessarily 1 child. So you can have multiple, you can have like twins, triplets, etc. with 1 father, but you can only be pregnant once with 1 father, and that kind of. So you have to randomize their traits using the SimsLegacyChallenge.com/Sims4LegacyChallenge random trait generator to randomize the traits. And babies cannot age up until their birthday. Children can be aged up when they have an A in school. Teens can age up when they have an A in school, and they can also have a part-time job. And you can move young adults out. You cannot move them back in. The youngest daughter will become the heiress, and she'll take over after her mother becomes elderly. And then her elderly mother cannot have any more children. So the legacy challenge I really want to do. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 types of legacy challenges, I think. Or maybe 5. But the first one is Uglacy. You have to try to maintain, you start out with an ugly sim, and you got to keep the ugly sim going through the generations. Or the Pretty C, you start out with an ugly sim, and you work your way up to pretty sims, and you have to have a pretty sim by the end of the 10 generations. And there's the Perfect Genetics, where you have to maintain a unique hair and eye color. And then there's the Alphabetacy, where each generation of children have names starting with a certain letter of the alphabet, and like the child of the founders start with A, and their children start with B, and then so on. I also wanted to do an all-in-one, because that you just kind of make up as you go, and it's pretty fun, and you just get to do it, and it sounds pretty cool. And then, what was the other one? Generations. I can't do Outdoor Retreat. I don't have it right yet. I'm not sure if it comes out for Sim 4 yet, but I can't do it. Or no, it does come out on Sim 4. I'm stupid. But I don't have it, so it's kind of hard to do that. But Jessica 92 and Girly Simmer 1 are some of my favorites. So, I'm sorry, kind of distracted. So, that's really what I would like to do. If y'all have anything to help me with this, just give me any ideas and I'll do them. Names, and which one you want me to do for the Legacy Challenge, and I will do it. Thank you. Bye.